Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the Aroma Summit by AromaTrust. I'm Emily Carpenter, founder of AromaTrust, and your host at the Aroma Summit by, you guessed it, AromaTrust. So we're here today, and we're here for the next 3 days to hang out together, experience some amazing talks with speakers from all over the globe. We have 38 speakers at the summit this year from 13 different countries. I don't know how many time zones that is, but I've gotten to know time zones pretty well over the last 6 months of recording and getting ready for the summit. This is our second summit. Last year, we had around 3,000 attendees, and we had an amazing turnout and lots of great experiences. And I'm looking forward to more of the same this year. We've got so much in store for you, and I want to give you some basic information to make sure you can get the most out of today and the next 3 days. So I'm just going to run through some things quickly. But first, I just want to say thank you for being here. And every time I see somebody register for the summit, I go and I look and I see who registered, and I know some of the names, and I'm so grateful for all the new names that I don't know. And I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you in the next 3 days, because the Aroma Summit is not just a bunch of videos and slideshows with talking heads. We have live interactive experiences at the summit. So you'll notice at the top of every hour, there's a talk scheduled, and you can find the schedule in the Aroma Summit at 2023live.thearomasummit.com. You'll find the schedule at the top of the page in the navigation, and you click on that. And when you click on that, you'll see the schedule. So we have 2 different tracks running at the same time. We have the lavender stage and we have rosemary stage. So stage left, stage right. We have 2 different stages going on all the time with different talks. Sometimes there'll be just one thing at a time, especially during the keynote, the first slot of the day. But take a look, and so you're going to notice right off the bat, you have to make some choices at the summit. Okay, so we have so many great people to share with you that we could not do them one at a time without making this a really, really long event, 3 days. And I think 28 hours together is about all that. It's a great weekend experience, and I didn't want to make it any longer, so we had to double up a lot of the talks. So what you'll have to do is make a choice. So you decide when you look at the schedule, which one would I prefer to watch live right now. And so you go to the talk, and you can put it in your schedule, but if you don't put it in your schedule, it's okay. If you have trouble putting your schedule together, it's okay. You can just go to that talk, and as long as you're logged in, you can watch it as soon as it becomes available. So you'll notice each talk has a countdown timer on it. And so when that countdown timer reaches 0, that means it's showtime. And so come on in, and as available, the speakers will be there in live chat. So they'll be you'll just have like a keyboard while you're watching the video. You'll have to press play. Okay, so you have to press play. That's important to get the video started. And so we're all pressing play at a slightly different time. But if you want to be more around when everyone else is watching, take a look at the time on your clock and then adjust it. So if it's 5 minutes in, go 5 minutes into the video. You have that control. You'll also know there's closed captioning. So if you click play on the video, and then go to and then pause it. You may not have to pause it, but when you hover back over it, you'll see closed captioning, CC, on the bottom right corner. There's also speed control. So you can, I guess if you really want to go crazy, you can watch all the talks in double speed, and you can watch them all within an hour, right? I'd personally rather take my time. But if you're ambitious, you can do that. So you can watch. So first of all, you have to choose which talk. So you go into the talk, watch the talk, and be a part of it. And then it's time for another choice. So at the half-hour mark in each talk, there is one exception with the first keynote speaker today with Dr. Bruce Burkowski. We're going to have a 45-minute Q&A for him. And so halfway into his talk, the 45-minute mark, we'll head over into the live Q&A session. However, all the other talks, there are 30-minute Q&A. So at the 30-minute mark, the helper in the room, and we have these wonderful helpers with us this weekend. We have Glenda and Aaron and Andrea and Carmen and Joseph, and I'll be in the background also just kind of helping the helpers and being on as many of the talks as I can. So when you're at the half hour mark, one of the helpers, whoever's in that room, will give you a heads up that they're heading over into the live Q&A, and that's your invite to make a decision. So you can decide, do I want to stay here and watch the rest of the talk, or do I want to have a live experience, video camera experience where you can talk to the speaker? Now, it's up to you if you want to put your camera on or not, but it's a wonderful experience if you can to do that, because we all can connect and really feel like we're in the same place together. Even though we're all over the planet, we can be together on this call. So I highly encourage you to do that if you can. So camera on, camera off, you can always write in the chat, and the helpers are in there to guide you along every step of the way. So they're going to tell you what the next talks are. They're going to provide links from one talk to the next. So they're going to be helping you along through the entire thing. So the great thing is everybody has access to these video replays of the pre-recorded talks, the interviews. You have 24-hour access to those videos. If you've upgraded to VIP, of course, you have longer access. You have forever to watch these videos, essentially. And if you if you just have a basic ticket, you can also watch the live Q&As, participate live. However, the replays will not be available for anyone until after the summit, because we have to have time to process those videos. So the replays of the Q&A will be available as the technology goddesses allow. They will be available in the live or in the VIP area a couple of weeks after the summit. So if you want to be able to look at those later, it's a great way to go back and revisit some things. And for any talks that you didn't attend, but you have a question about something, there's a great feature of the replay area, of the VIP area, where you can search through all the videos just by keyword. You type a couple of keywords in and you can get to that exact spot in every video that was in the summit and find out something. So if you have a particular interest and you want to know, when did anyone mention the word frankincense, for instance, type in frankincense and you'll see everywhere it's been mentioned in the summit. So great way to be able to do that. And you can get a little taste of this in the individual videos. You'll notice a little search icon in the top right of each video that can search within the video. So if you want to look at a specific spot during the live experience, you could do that. However, after the summit is done, the VIPs will get access to search through all the videos. Really amazing way to go back and take some notes and focus in on what you are interested in. So I would recommend doing that if you can. So that's it for the talk. So at the top of the hour, the speaker will have their pre-recorded video where you can talk with them in live chat if they're available in the keyboard typing chat. And then at the half hour mark, the helpers will guide us over into the live Q&A session. And not all speakers will be available, and things come up. So I have everyone on the schedule that said they were available. If for some reason they're not, I'll take them off the schedule as soon as I can. But people are doing their best to be present during the summit. So if many of the speakers will be available. So if you see something on the calendar, hopefully that means they'll be there. Come on in to the live Q&A where you can talk one-on-one, one to many, right? But we have a live interactive experience in there in the live Q&A session. So I encourage you all to just participate as much as you can. People felt really connected last year. We had a lot of collaborations come out of the summit. And I'm so excited to hear the stories that come from this year and the transformations that are going to occur. And I want to just say some words too about the general energy of the Aroma Summit and my intention with that. And so I really believe in creating a collaborative, kind, and supportive community. And that's what the Aroma Summit is. That's what AromaTrust is. And so it all starts with today. And so I just want to say that I always assume the best, right? So always assume the best. Always assume that people have the best intentions. Sometimes in chat things don't come out quite right, so we're going to assume that that person is doing their best, and to always use the kindest words that we can in any situation. And also with the team, right? We're a small team. We're a small team, and giving as much attention we can to everyone at the summit. So we have this year we have a chat in the bottom right corner. You'll see a little purple icon. You can click on that. You'll see little FAQs pop up, and you'll see a lot of your answers. A lot of your questions will be answered with that right there, and you won't need to ask a question. But if you type something in and then you close it, and you close the question, there'll be another little thing that says at the top. It'll say ask. So it'll say answers, which you've just looked at, and it'll say ask. And if you click on ask, you can then send a message to the team, and we will do our best to get back to you as quickly as we can. So please have patience. Hopefully we don't have too many technical issues. The biggest question people have is, how do I log in? And you can always refer to that purple chat box on the bottom. There's login instructions there. Or you can look at the FAQ at the top, which are the same answers, but just another way of presenting them to you so that nothing is missed. So lots of ways to communicate with us. And I would encourage you to look at the benefits of being a VIP. There's so many great things. A lot of the speakers have donated bonuses so that the VIPs can have additional learning experiences beyond the summit. So we are so far up to over $1,500 in bonuses. That's courses and downloads that you can get by becoming a VIP at the summit. So please take advantage of that. I can't stress enough how valuable that these bonuses are, and just the experience of being able to search the videos, being able to refer back to them. And there's also just great information that you're going to get from being a part of the VIP group. So we have additional VIP events during the summit. We have the VIP lounge, and there may be some things that pop in the schedule here and there. I like to just kind of see how things go. So, this is a fluid event. It's a live event. So if something technical happens, I like to just kind of make things work. So we will just make things work. So just know that we're doing our best. The team is doing our best to make a great experience for you. And that is always our intention. And so we'll get back to you as quickly as we can if you have a question. And if there's a little technical glitch, we do our best to just make that work. Last year, we had one video that didn't have sound, and so we scrambled. And so what I did for that was we had an extra hangout session for everybody. And then after, as soon as we could get the video up, I just made it available for a couple of days so people had extra time to watch it. So know that we're always going to make it work and always make it worth your while. So please just hang in there with us and have fun. Make sure you have fun at the summit. There's some amazing people here. And also there's a lot of new people. I am just overjoyed. There are so many people that are just getting started with aromatherapy. We have a lot of aromatherapists, a lot of really seasoned aromatherapists, and I love seeing some of those names come in the registration. And we also have a lot of people that are brand new or that are not aromatherapists. Maybe they're not brand new, but they are not aromatherapists. They haven't gone through the certification process. So we have all different levels of people's experience at the Aroma Summit. So let's just all be kind with wherever we came from and just really be willing to help each other and come from a place of caring, understanding, and being supportive and collaborative. And we're going to have a great time. I just am so excited about all that's going to happen. And so if you have anything that you'd like to, you can always write a note if you have any suggestions or anything. I'm going to be putting up some questions every day. So that will be coming soon as I can. So make sure you pay attention to what the questions are, and hopefully you can answer. We have a pop-up panel happening tomorrow, and I'll get more into that tomorrow. But there'll be all the speakers from last year and all the speakers from this year have been invited to be on the pop-up panel for all of you to ask questions. So I'm going to try to gather those questions ahead of time and then have them ready so that we can have a really great experience with so many amazing people in one room. And not everyone will be able to join us, unfortunately, but that's the idea. It's a pop-up panel, spontaneous. Whoever can come will come, and we're just going to have a great time. So that's all I think I've got for right now. I am just really excited to get started. Our first keynote speaker today is Dr. Bruce Burkowski, and he's going to be talking about the idea that when we're born, we are a clean slate, right? We're ourselves. We're completely 100% us. And then the world tells us who they think we are. And then we start to believe that. And then we kind of forget who we were and where we started. And so he's going to talk about that schism and also how to bring ourselves back to who we are. Really wonderful talk. We have so many great talks today. And toward the end of the day, we have Mark Webb talking about aromatic cuisine. And everywhere in between, there's so many. I wish I could remember. I should have looked at the schedule ahead of time. All of them are in my head, but you can look at the schedule. Just go to the top of the page, look at schedule, and you'll see. So you're welcome to add things to your schedule. That'll become your personal schedule, which will give you email reminders before each talk, or you can just show up. Every talk is open to everyone. We do have a little bit of limited space, but I think we're going to be okay. If you want to come to the live Q&A, you can come to the live Q&A and just be there. So I'm so excited to see all of you at the Aroma Summit, and yeah, join me. 10:30, we're going to be going into hear Dr. Bruce Burkowski, and then so that's Eastern time. So sorry, 10:30 Eastern time. So the schedule should be in your time zone, unless you're VPNing from somewhere or into somewhere, then that would show whatever time is your IP address is displaying, but it should be localized to you. So take a look at that. It'll give you a countdown when the talk starts, and then when the talk is ready, it'll go live. Just make sure you're logged in so that you can attend these events. And if you're having trouble logging in, check that FAQ, write us a note. If that still doesn't work, we'll do our best. So that's it. Have a wonderful time. I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be seeing you around in the rooms, and enjoy the Aroma Summit.